Welcome to this video on cultural capital, the hidden rules of success. We will explore how non-financial assets play a critical role in shaping social mobility and influence our paths in life. This concept was developed by French sociologist Pierre Bourdieu in the 1970s and 80s. Bourdieu sought to understand why education systems often reproduce inequality rather than operating as true meritocracies. His work remains as a foundational text in understanding social stratification. Bourdieu identified three forms of cultural capital: embodied, which is internalized within one's identity; objectified, consisting of physical objects that signify taste; and institutionalized, which refers to formal credentials, like degrees, that then convert into competence into tradable value. Embodied capital is often visible in job interviews. Research shows that elite firms may hire based on cultural matching, such as shared leisure activities or speech patterns, rather than merit alone, making these internalized traits a deciding factor in professional success. What is cultural capital? It refers to non financial assets like knowledge, skills, and behaviors that grant social advantages. Transmitted through early civilization, it acts as a quote unquote social currency that institutions systematically reward, favoring those who arrive with the right dispositions. When it comes to objectified and institutionalized capital, even identical degrees can yield unequal outcomes. A legacy student may have developed the cultural fluency that institutions reward, allowing them to convert their credentials into economic success more easily, a phenomenon which is commonly known as the credential gap. Habitus represents our internalized feel for the game, shaped by our upbringing. It guides our behavior unconsciously and influences how comfortable we feel in certain environments. Moving between worlds can cause a habitus clash, but transformation is possible through new experiences and dedicated effort. Terayasu challenged Bourdieu's models, arguing it centers dominant culture as the standard. Her community culture wealth model highlights the diverse forms of capital found in marginalized communities like linguistic, familial, and resistant capital, which, in most cases, institutions often fail to recognize or value. Understanding cultural capital helps us build a more equitable society by recognizing diverse forms of wealth and acting as cultural capital brokers. We can reduce bias. The goal is then to move towards a system that stops punishing people for the capital they were not given within their lifetime. Thank you for watching. Here are the references used in my video for further reading on any of these sociological perspectives. My first reading included Bourdieu's writing of The Forms of Capital. My second reading from Bourdieu and Passerson was Reproduction and Education. My third reading was Unequal Childhoods with Class, Race, and Family Life by Leroux. My third reading was by Rivera, which explained hiring as cultural matching, and my last reading by Yasso, which asked the question, whose cultural has capital?